World Drum Club.
Welcome back to World Drum Club, everybody. I am Kalani, your host and teacher. This is a real quick video. It's a kind of a tips of the trade video for miking bongos. And I know many of you play the bongos and you probably want to perform and play on a stage, whether that's, in a public area in your church or place of worship, or you want to record the bongos at home, maybe for your own recording or for a friend's project. And those are all really great ways to use your bongos, and you need to be able to mic them so you get the best sound. So I'm going to show you one way that I like to mic. There's lots of ways you can mic drums, but here's one of the best ways to mic bongos. Now, first of all, I want to point out the kind of mic that I'm using. This is called a dynamic microphone. I'm going to pull this out of here so we can see it. And this one is made by Audio-Technica. There's also other companies that make these kind of microphones. Shure makes one called the SM57 that's very popular. Also the SM58. This, like I said, is Audio-Technica. But you want to get this style mic. This is called a dynamic microphone. It's a mic that's designed to receive the sound source very close to the mic. So unlike a condenser mic or some vocal mics that have large diaphragms, or other condenser mics that have small diaphragms that are made for capturing a range of things, in an area. This is for close-up miking. So I like it for the bongos because we want to get a tight sound. We don't want to have a lot of other sounds coming into the microphone. And because this is designed to capture sounds in a close area, these are great for snare drums, tom-toms, vocal mics as well. But for percussion purposes, a mic like this is your best bet. All right, so I'm placing it in the stand very close to the drums. It's only about 1.5 inches or let's say 3 or 4 centimeters away from the drums, the edge of the drums, or away from the drum heads. And it doesn't have to be aimed down at the drum heads to capture the sound. Remember, sound propagates in all directions away from a sound source. So as long as it's just above the height of the head, you're okay. You do not want to mic drums. Most drums, you don't want to mic from below. Just mic it from the top so you get the same sound that you hear when you're standing next to the drums. Can be there, out of the way. This is just centered between the two drums. If you want to get really fancy, you could put a mic on each drum. I don't think it's really necessary for bongos, but you could do that. What else? I think that's about it. Just put it there. The thing I like about this kind of mic is that it has a limited dynamic range. It's a fairly tight sounding mic. It also has kind of a limited or bell curve in terms of harmonics. Bongos, you don't need really low lows. You don't need super high highs. You just want to get the middle sonic range. And mics like this do that really well. So you're not getting a lot of things into the microphone that you don't need, especially for recording. You don't want to have stuff muddying up your recording. But even for live sound reinforcement, a mic like this is perfect. All right? Here's what it sounds like again. And, it sounds fine. EQ-wise or mix-wise, I would roll off everything below 100 so you don't get any low rumbly sounds. You can cut, the top. Let's see, our hearing goes up to 20,000 hertz, so you could cut everything above 15. It's not coming from the bongos anyway, so you don't need it. That'll reduce hiss and very high transient sounds. All right, so there's a little tip for your sound reinforcement, sound mixing. I hope this has been helpful. If it has, give us a thumbs up. Remember to subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you all in a future lesson.